What's up, everybody? It's Heat Override, and I'm ready to bring the pain for you and Dr. Roto this week. Oh, yeah. Getting to bring the pain, and you're getting an Ultra Contrarian show a lot early in this week. So that way, if you got any Super Bowl plans, traveling, things you're going to be doing, you got what your bets, the things that you will need for this week. Oh, yeah. Let's get ready to bring the pain. Oh, yeah. So how's everybody doing? Ready for the Super Bowl? Man, I can't wait to see the ending of all these best ball leagues. I think I'm comfortable in two of them. I definitely have enough Chiefs and 49ers blends to actually get this win. I have Mahomes in a couple of those leagues too. So I know that I at least have a quarterback, but it's going to be close. In the one league, I got Mahomes and Kelsey, and he's got Kittle and McCaffrey. So I'm up by 20. I should win, but you never know in some of these things. That's DK scoring. So that's always fun. Best ball leagues for the playoffs, man. I can't wait to next year because I'm gonna have like 20 leagues of these, man. It's just a fun ride over week. See what you get right, from week to week, because they kept putting up the best ball lineups on DraftKings, and I thought that was really cool. So what we're gonna cover today and bring the pain, of course, is the Super Bowl. If you went back to my podcast earlier last week's, I gave my pick already. And then if you caught the podcast that me and Jeremy did the other day about the IDP college players, you got to go check that out. We got some fire in that. It's a little longer one, but 38 minutes for off-season content. I think you got the time. You got between now and your rookie draft that's probably going to happen after the draft this year, the NFL draft. So that's just going to give you a lot of time to take all this content in. Me and Jeremy are already talking about hopefully another show. So, hey, I'm ready for it. That's how we're going to bring the pain. So let's get to it. I'm picking Kansas City 27-23. I like that spread. That's a nice amount of points. I could see a 30-20 game, but I think this one's going to be a little closer. I think Kansas City is going to have to make that last drive to beat this 49er team. I know that in the past, Shanahan has choked, leads away, but this time, he's learned his lesson, I think. So he's going to keep it close. So you're looking at a close game this time, right? But Kansas City has just been too good. Again, the best defense all playoffs has been Kansas City's defense. They've stopped everybody they came up against. I completely keep trying to reiterate this fact that they are good and they're running the ball. Nobody has really slowed the Chiefs down running the ball. And once Pacheco gets going, then Kelsey gets going, then Rice gets going, and then your team takes a loss. So I'm going with Kansas City. San Francisco can win this game. It's going to be on how Brock Purdy handles the rush. If he has a game like he did last game, he's done. He's done. He's going to be too far behind. And this San Francisco team, even though it's practically a new unit and has McCaffrey on it now, the defense is a little older. And I know that they think that they're going to play Travis Kelsey good, but Travis Kelsey's about to go off, man. I mean, Taylor Swift's going to be there. You're in the Super Bowl, boy. If you ain't performing in front of your girl in the Super Bowl on the grandest stage of all, then I don't know what you're doing. So look for him to have a big game as well, too. So that's how we're doing it. I've already everybody's given your game theories. Everybody's talking about the same players over and over. So with Bring the Pain this week, we're going to do some bets, right? So immediately, FanDuel has been throwing up this Chris Jones and Nick Bosa over zero point 0.5 sacks, right? So you're going to have to go over. They're both going to have a full sack, not a half sack. And that is 100% possible. They're throwing up a plus 340 on this. I don't like to always go two players as a sack, but I'm willing to take this. So I'll throw a unit on it. That plus 340, that's going to return nicely for you. So what I'm going to do though is I'm also going to run Chris Jones sack, right? Because FanDuel just has Chris Jones sack, and that's a plus 132. Now, as you already know, if you've listened to that podcast I was talking about on Sunday, at the end, me and Jeremy talked about the game, and I talked about Chris Jones having 3 sacks. So I went and played Chris Jones as MVP because if he has 3 sacks, he's going to be the MVP. That means the Chiefs have dominated the offensive line of the 49ers and that Chris Jones is the MVP. And the odds on that it's like 14,000. So like $1 wins you $140. It's just insane. So, you could just I mean, that's not the one you're gonna play. But if you're gonna throw $1 on something, throw 50 cents on it. It's like $70, dude. I mean, come on, get that, man. But he easily can get a sack. Purdy did show his wheels off a little bit in the last couple games, but he's normally just a chill back pocket passer. So that's what's going to be happening. And he's going to be back there. Chris Jones is going to catch him. Going to catch him. And that's going to happen. So I really love that bet. I would throw 2 units on that bet, right? So another bet that I like, Fred Warner over 8.5 tackles, total tackles, that is. That's tackles and assists. For anybody that doesn't know, I mean, you should know, but if you don't know, that's what it is. It's a plus 100. You got to throw a unit on that. Fred Warner is a great linebacker. And Travis, unfortunately, this is why San Francisco is going to get dusted, because Warner and Greenlaw aren't the best cover linebackers. So that is where Travis is going to be. However, they will be guarding him at times, getting tackles. And with the way Pacheco and the Chiefs have been running, they're going to continue running Pacheco. And that gives him a lot of opportunity to hit that 9 tackles. That's all he needs, 9 tackles. And we know the one thing about both these offenses, they do like to drain the clock a little bit. So the opportunity for tackle may not be there. But believe me, this is Fred Warner in a Super Bowl, man. Fred Warner, and you're giving me a plus 100? A plus 100. This ain't just like, a negative 110. This is a plus 100, man. That is well worth your time. And if you go over to DraftKings, you can find that same bet, right? You can actually pair that up, because on DraftKings, you could parlay defense. Sometimes they're picky. They know about guys like me. Yes, I did laugh like a villain. So let's move along. This guy right here, Travis Kelce, they have him an alt of 6 receptions, and it's a negative 280. That's gold. If you want to go back to the 5 receptions to play it a little more safe, you're looking at, I think it was a 560, but the 280 is really nice for 6 catches. Now, there's some things that he's going after, some records that he can be going after. I'm not saying he's going to catch Rice, but he's going to be going after, he's looking at some things. That's a big, big thing. Plus, with the alt lines, you don't need to get 7 catches to hit the 6. You just need 6. So get your 6. That's what I'm saying. That's a great, great play. So keep that bet in mind as we move along to this next bet. The next bet is Noah Gray. Noah Gray over 11.5 receiving yards. Now, I know that he only went 2 for 8 last game. However, he had 5 targets. That leads to the next bet too. So the over 11.5 receiving yards is a negative 114. And for good reason, right? Because he caught 2 balls and he couldn't get. But believe me, Noah Gray catches a lot of balls that are 20 yards down the field. Don't get it twisted. This man can beat this prop on one play. And if you look at it, his 1 reception is a negative 490. I just said he had 5 targets and he had caught 2 of them. Where are those targets going to go? He can go down to 3 targets. All he has to do is catch 1. You take that Noah Gray, 1 reception, the alt line, reception, negative 490. You combine that with Travis Kelce's 6 reception, alt line, negative 280, and you actually get a 153 parlay. There you go. That's how we do the betting. If you want more information, you have to join Dr. Roto. You have to get into the Discord. You have to ask. You have to get in there. You have to talk to me. You have to talk to Doc. You have to talk to Danger. You have to talk to everybody else that is in there because everybody's got your back. And heck, we got more than just football going on. We got college basketball. We got NHL hockey. We got NBA basketball. And all those guys are in there manning the forts. So why don't you go in and check it out and see what's going on? All right. I think y'all was forgetting about something. Are y'all forgetting about something? I know you're forgetting about something. You're forgetting about
Macho pick of the week. Yeah, I knew you was waiting for it. Now you're gonna dig it. Yeah.
none other than So since this isn't a full slate, this is a showdown slate. So I'm not gonna lie. Christian McCaffrey is gonna be on every single one of my lineups. I don't care. He's the 149er, unless he gets injured. He is the 149er that is going to get the ball more than anybody else in this game. He's going to get the rushes, he's going to get the catches, he's going to get everything, right? And if San Francisco is going to win this game, it's going to be through Christian McCaffrey because he's a beast and he's the best running back right now in the NFL. Dual threat. We all know the business. It's not a smart, but the thing is you're going to have to tune in to my ultra contrarian show because you need to save money somewhere. And I got the perfect guy for you. So have a great day, everybody. Have a great Super Bowl, everybody. And as always, may the points be with you. Have a woo! Oh, yeah.